Welcome everyone to Lucatiel's quest on how to get her achievement and all her gear.
What is it? I don't know you, and you don't know me. Things are better that way. You are an odd one. Normally, people keep a safe distance when they see this mask. But you... I'm called Lucatiel. From the land of Mirrah to the far east, across the mountains. They say Drang Lake brims with powerful souls. And so I came to claim my share. But what a strange place. Even the rumors did not prepare me. You are an odd one indeed. I've always made a point of avoiding people, while you've made a point of engaging me. I can see that you are mid-journey. If you require assistance, I will help you. I come from Mirrah, a land of knights. My sword is always ready. Don't hesitate to call upon me. Whatever happens, I won't be missed.
Try to make sure that you speak to her in No Man's Wharf, because sometimes it can muck up the quest. Now we need to summon her in No Man's Wharf against the Flexile Sentry boss. I would use the redeye ring, I'd recommend that, and maybe another co-op partner if you need it. New Game Plus is a lot harder to do this, because you get extra little enemies in the game. I recommend to do it in New Game if you want an easy ride. But it's easy enough anyway. You can use BONFIRE statics. You could have, for example, 2 Flexile Sentry bosses and another boss to get you free. As long as she survives 3 of the 4 boss fights. She just needs to survive 3, and you need to follow these encounters.
You haven't changed a bit, have you? The longer I am here, the more madness I discover. A wretched place indeed, but not without traces of its former glory. What could have caused such degradation? Ah, yes, I have not thanked you for humoring me the other day. This is for you. Of course, I've no idea what it is. Our land of Mirrah is surrounded by enemies and constantly at war. There is only one way up in Mirrah. Join the Order and prove yourself in battle. My family had little fortune and no name. I had to carve out a piece of the world for myself. With 2 things. My sword and my loyalty to my lord. I was raised to wield a sword from birth. Life was hard, but I never gave it a second thought. I had swift success on the battlefield and quickly attained respectable stature. And then I came here to... Have you heard of the undead? These poor souls affected by the curse. An undead gradually loses his humanity until his wits degrade completely. Finally, he turns hollow and preys upon others. And a hollow can never be human again. One can skirt this wicked fate only with the help of the souls found here. Assuming, of course, that the legends are true. I can only hope that they are. I'm sorry to burden you with talk of my fate. I suppose I've grown weary these days.
So after speaking to her in No Man's Wharf and Lost Bastille, this sign will appear in Sinner's Rise next. It's just at the bottom of the elevator, so it's pretty straightforward to see. Right here. And now you gotta just take on the Lost Sinner. Make sure you exhaust her dialogue at all times. Do the encounters I've showed you here. No Man's Wharf, Lost Bastille. Don't go to Earthen Peak. Because if you go to that encounter first, you're gonna mess up the quest. Because you want to pee in No Man's Wharf. So try and do these encounters in order.
Still on the road, are you? Sorry to have burdened you so. This is for you. By way of an apology. I found my thoughts growing hazy. My memories are fading, oldest first. The curse is doing its work upon me. I am frightened. Terribly so. If everything should fade, what will be left of me? I had an older brother. We learned to fence together. He became the most decorated swordsman in all of Mirrah. I never even compared to him. In fact, I never beat him. Not once. But then, one day, he was gone. Lost without a trace. Now I'm certain that he was taken by the curse. If only someone would hear my tale. My brother must have come here, too. Soon I may forget even about him.
After speaking to her in Earthen Peak, you can now summon her in the Iron Keep. Right next to the fog door, where the Smelter demon is. In my opinion, the Smelter demon is the hardest to keep it alive in. So maybe do the other three, or check a BONFIRE set again. And do one of the bosses twice. So the last encounter we got is the Black Gulch. It's just from the first BONFIRE. It's actually probably the harder ones to find. So just off these puddles, there's a little ledge to the right. So, you know where these puddles are, and you know where this ledge is. Hopefully there'll be signs there, then you know. But if you're having trouble finding it, get your torch out, and you should be able to locate it fine. Get some fire arrows in them puddles as well for me, because I hate them beasts.
Oh, you... My thoughts are very scattered. What is this curse? The question rings in my mind, but I haven't the focus to answer it. Loss frightens me no end. Loss of memory, loss of self. If I were told that by killing you I would be freed of this curse, then I would draw my sword without hesitation. I don't want to die. I want to exist. I would sacrifice anything at all for this. It shames me, but it is the truth. Sometimes I feel obsessed with this insignificant thing called self. Even so, I am compelled to preserve it. Am I wrong to feel so? Surely you do the same in my shoes. Maybe we're all cursed from the moment we're born.
So after this encounter in Black Gulch, you'll now be able to summon it for the rock fight. So right next to the secret BONFIRE, the second BONFIRE in the Black Gulch, the sign will be. And no, it's not this one. It's to the left. Note, if you die in this boss fight, you can always retry again. If she dies, probably best to quit and reload, or get that homeward bone out and get out of there so you can retry. Or you could die, but then you're going to be wasting your effigies, so best to quit and reload. That's what I always do. If Lucatiel dies, I will quit and reload. Last encounter is ALDIA'S keep at the FOREGARDEN bonfire. If you've exhausted all her dialogue in all the places I've shown you, and she survived 3 out of the 4 boss fights, you'll get her achievement and gear here. This will be a final resting spot.
Who are you? Oh. No, forgive me. I know you. Yes, of course. How goes your journey? I know not what you seek in this faraway land, but I pray for your safety. Please take these. Consider this thanks for keeping me sane. My name is Lucatiel. I beg of you, remember my name, for I may not myself.
Let's look at the sword. Greatsword issued to Proud Knights of Mirrah official order. This one was wielded by Lucatiel. This greatsword demands advanced skill in a rare, unique sword technique. Tiny message inscribed into the blade. A promise to someone special. If this may be a sword which her brother gave her, because we meet her brother which invades shortly after she goes hollow here. This is her last point. So maybe he give her this sword. A promise to someone special. A mask attached to a ceremonial hat belonged to Lucatiel of Mirrah. Normally hats and masks are separate, but these two have been adjoined. Vests worn by knights while on travel belong to Lucatiel of Mirrah. Only those who have distinguished themselves on the battlefield were admitted into the elite ranks of Mirrah's official order of knights. It is common to hear of a peasant's dream of striving for knighthood as an escape from hardship, but who would ever think it's possible? Okay guys, I hope I've covered everything for you. I tried to add as much as I could to the video and tried not to forget anything important. But I'm sure you guys will let me know if I have. But yeah, Lucatiel's an interesting character for me. I really like her. Same AI is so shit in battle, and she doesn't actually do much damage or survive very long. But she's actually a really cool character. She come from nothing, from Mirrah. You know, she worked her way through the ranks. Obviously a bit of a warrior. She had that natural ability with her brother, which they practice a lot together. I suppose made each other better. So she's come to Drown Lake to stop herself from going from hollow. You can actually see she's already hollowing from her left eye. You can see her when she takes her mask off. I think it's after like the second encounter. This is her brother which invades me. We don't get too much on him. I don't know why he invades us. It's a bit of a coincidence that she's here and she's probably survived now we've done the quest. And she probably wouldn't have if we didn't. But anyway, thanks for watching. Sadness, yes. And see you next time.